all right?
Luke! Are you all right? Are you all right? Hi.
So cut that when a car rides over it, rubber eyelids close, wipe away dust, and on wet days, wash the eyes. Each one's a blinking marvel. But
It sounds rough out there.
Oh, it's woken Katie.
Police. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, Mrs. Conway. Yeah, I'll be with you as soon as I can. Okay. I've got to go out, Alf. Any chance of a lift?
Now? Oh. My egg. Sounds bad news.
Oh no, has the chimney gone?
Oh, George, what's happened? Oh, get off! Don't touch my leg! Shoot! This is the brother of Ted Halliwell! Shoot! What's going on? Where do you think you've been? They're everywhere!
Oh, what a night. Aidensfield's getting the worst of it.
It'll be a right mess to clear up, Sarge.
Well, at least weather like this keeps the villains at home, although most of it seems to be giving us the go-by.
I think you spoke too soon, Sarge.
Just find some candles, Bellamy.
Quiet enough for me. I'll turn the car.
Ty!
Nick's that? Start that again.
Go on, out you get, quick. Go on, it's only a drop of rain. What's up with you? Hey. What's wrong? Go on, get out. Hey, how many times do you want to tell it? What the devil's that?
Why can't I be at home in bed? Sleep. Oh.
Lily, I'm sure the constable has more important things to do, bringing him out on a night like this.
Well, if you'd been at home, I heard the milk churns fall over, scuffling. It was only sheep. Put there on purpose to scare us, I'll bet.
Now, Lily.
Who'd want to scare you, Mrs. Conway?
Ted Halliwell, of course. He thinks he can get away with murder. Now, he's half built a new extension without permission.
Leave it.
How long have you lived here?
A couple of years. We bought this place off him and did it up.
Now he's trying to drive us out.
Well, the Halliwells have lived here for ages. They're not known as troublemakers.
No? The way his lad used to pester our Beryl on the school bus.
Well, if they were Ted's sheep, I'll have a word with him about keeping his gate closed.
You do that. He won't listen to me. Whenever I ring up to complain, he just puts the phone down.
I just had that roof repaired. How's my chimney?
It's had a bit of a clout, but it'll be all right.
Do you think it's the lightning that caused it, Ted?
I don't know, it's weird like.
It's all calm out here now. I mean, even the wind's dropped.
That's what I mean. It's weird.
That was quick.
Oh, I think we've sorted it out.
Already?
Half an hour and a grudge between neighbours is half an hour too long. You all right?
I feel fine.
Well, you don't look it. What's happened?
Well, when I was turning the car around...
Oh, yeah?
I crashed into a wall.
Well, Blaketon's going to love you. You injured?
I struck my head on a steering wheel.
Well, you best get it seen to. Do you want me to drive?
I can manage.
Would your gear slip or something?
Lightning.
Well, you look like you were struck.
I was dazzled by something. It was a light, I mean.
What light?
It was from down there by the golf course.
We better take a look.
Look, there's no here. I'm tired and you're soaked. How's your head? I'm fine, I keep telling you. Do you want me to get my head seen to or not?
Well, he'll have a bruise, but I can't swear to concussion.
Yeah, you must have been out for about half an hour, I reckon.
I never was.
Alf, when I came out the Conways, you thought I'd just gone in.
Maybe I had a doze.
Must have been a lot quieter up on the tops than it was down here, then. Nick, could you see if the power's back on?
Oh,
What's wrong?
it's right at my eye.
Alf, what's the matter with your face?
What's wrong with it?
Well, it's like bad sunburn all down one side. Wait there a minute. I'll get you something for it.
What really happened up there, Alf?
It's past my bedtime.
You filled our garden with sheep on purpose.
Now, why would I do that?
Because you're determined to make our lives a misery, that's why. Have at you now. Slopping pig slurry all over the lane.
Leave it, Lil. We'll be late for work. I'll back up, let you through.
Not till I've had it out with him.
Are you going to back up, or do we stay here all morning?
I haven't finished with you, Ted Halliwell. I'll have the law on you. If you think the council are going to let you finish that extension, you've got another thing coming. And you can wipe that smile off your face when I'm talking to you. Or I'll wipe it off for you. How dare you! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! That's it! Burn it! Stop him! Oh! Oh! How dare he! Burn! Do something! How dare he! You useless article!
I'm the urban spaceman, baby. I've got speed. I've got everything I need. I'm the urban spaceman, baby. I can fly. I'm a supersonic guy.
How's the head today, then, Ventress?
Better, thanks, Sarge.
Well, get it round a report on that bent bumper.
I told him I was dazzled by lightning.
Yeah, he wants it in writing. And if that's supposed to be a ship, you've given it two blunt ends.
Mr. Halliwell's gone a bit far this time, then.
Nothing's damaged that won't grow again. And I've always hated these.
But if he upsets your mum and dad regularly, like last night, Beryl.
Just a few sheep gone daft.
Anything else you want to tell me? Your mum seems to think you don't see Luke Halliwell now you both left school.
Better she doesn't know.
Well, it's a good job she's not in the village much then, isn't it?
Oh, thanks. Thanks for not telling.
You all done about, Luke?
And guess why you've come?
Well, maybe you should check the steering on his tractor. You don't want him annoying the Conways, do you?
No. About last night. It was me knocked the milk churns over.
Well, I guess Beryl knew more than she was saying.
We've been up in the room. Only talking. I'm usually quieter than that.
Well, you don't usually have a flock of sheep with you, do you?
They must have gone mad and jumped walls. It's not surprising when you think what the storm brought down.
Why, what did the storm bring down?
UFO, wasn't it?
Ewes and a bullock. Some hens. Some hens. Hens.
Well, it's Aiden's stealing all the headlines. Stampeding horses, chimneys hit by lightning, and would you believe it? Unidentified flying objects give me strength.
Claude Jeremiah Greengrass, age 48. Witnessed a flying saucer landing on Whitby Golf Course.
48?
It's a measurement. It was the putting green, you know.
Subsequent investigation revealed no trace.
You can't half tell him, Claude.
How many of those did you have last night?
Not as many as I intend having tonight.
I'll be back in half an hour, Eileen. Hello, Miss Jarvis.
Hello. Nick, you haven't forgotten I'm running the Beetle Drive at Church for Hester tonight?
I'll stop in with Katie.
It's very good of her. I've got parish council.
My pleasure. Makes me feel I belong here. Where will you be if anyone phones?
Looking for Claude Greengrass.
And then this
This great big like beam come down and sucked up this herd of cows and dropped them in the school classroom.
Did you see any spacemen, Claude?
I've been told I've got to be a bit careful just how much I say, you know, because they don't want me to incur panic.
It'll be them experiments at Fylingdale's causing freak weather conditions. Hey, when are you going to clear this slate, Claude?
I've got assets coming. You know your trouble, you worry too much. About time you went on your holidays, and I happen to know where there's one going. It's for two. You could take Gina.
Holiday? What I need is compensation.
I bet if Gina were offered a cup-priced Mediterranean cruise for two, you'd jump at it, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't go with my Uncle George, though.
You're not a bad judge.
Thank you.
Anyway, think about it. I'll come back to you.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two. Fun and laughter on our summer holiday. No more worries for me or you. For a week or two. We're going.
Claude, can we have a word about flying saucers?
Not for note, we can't.
Tell me, Claude, and not the pub version.
I'll think about it. In the meantime, can I interest you in this?
It's only one of those prize draws. Ignore it.
Ignore it? Can't you read? I've won it.
Well, so you have. Congratulations.
Know anybody who might want to buy it?
Well, can't you find anyone desperate enough to go with you?
Terrified. Never been on a boat in my life. I'll think of somebody.
Hey, about this UFO.
If I'm no buyer for this, I might tell you.
Claude.
What?
Could be that your daughter's pony's turned up in the cemetery. Oh, no, it was grazing.
Alf, you seen the paper?
It's around somewhere.
No trouble.
You wouldn't be withholding evidence by any chance?
6 miles, that one bolted.
Rowan! In here.
Right, Sarge. I want a word with you.
I'm relying on you, Rowan, to nip these science fiction rumours in the bud before they hit the national press.
Well, I'm not sure that they are rumours, Sarge. There are 2 eyewitness reports of an unidentified flying object.
So it's not just green grass pulling your leg, then?
Look, I've reason to believe there's been another sighting.
Now, you'd believe anything, you would. Just don't go making it official, otherwise headquarters will think we don't have enough work on. Just take it from me. Until we're actually being invaded by Martians, this kind of nonsense is not a police matter.
But if I investigate the facts, we can squash the rumours.
Yes, we'll keep a pinch of salt handy.
Right, Sarge.
Oh, Rowan. Just one other thing. I've been thinking. It's occurred to me that, well, your Auntie Eileen, she doesn't get out much, does she? She might fancy a change of scene sometime. Bit of civilized company.
Well, she has made a few friends, Sarge.
Not free tonight, is she?
No. No, she's got a date.
Oh.
Charity fundraising.
Oh.
Was that all, Sarge?
Yes.
I make it £186, 15 shillings and twopence.
Not bad, is it, for a small village?
Will the bank accept this?
Yes. They took one off me once that had been through a washing machine. Thanks for the tea. Now, you know what to do.
Oh, yes.
There we are.
Oh, she likes you, Hester. Did you never want a husband and children yourself?
Oh, I gave up that prospect 10 years ago. Bye, Katie.
Bye.
I'm all right. You just look after the dog. All right. There we go. Help! Oof. Come on, son. Good.
When should we tell them?
Why not now?
Hang on. It's the meeting tonight. My dad's going to get the council to object to your dad's planning application.
Wick, the extension's almost built. If Dad has to knock it down now, all hell will break loose.
If he doesn't knock it down, my mum swears we're moving. We'll never see each other.
They're not gonna stop us. I'll tell Dad tonight. Then we'll know what we're up against.
I'm sorry, you'll have to take me back. I feel as sick as a dog. I'm sorry, son, we're not going. I'd rather get away.
Look, can't we forget about it?
State you're in?
Oh, this is a nightmare, this is. Look, I'm not sure what happened. And now I know that other people saw the thing. Well, it's worse.
How close did you get?
I think that I was taken right inside.
Into the spaceship?
Who took you inside?
Well, it was as though I was being pulled. Oh, look, just thinking about it scares me stiff. You're not writing anything down, are you?
No, not if you don't want me to.
I woke my missus last night, yelling out loud.
What does she think about it?
I couldn't tell her. She blames it on the cheese and pickled onions. I remember wondering, is this what dying's like?
Do you know someone who can help you, Alf?
Anything.
But you're on a cruise, you must be joking. No, I'm getting it away. What? Well, for 50 quid it's as good as, isn't it? Hello. Here cometh the parish council.
Well? You'll have to knock it down. I did warn you.
You're corrupt, Conway.
Beg your pardon?
You were the only one objecting!
It's the principle.
That extension stays where it is.
Even farmers can't extend their homes without permission.
What if I say it's a dairy? What then?
It's still got to come down.
Don't you take any notice. You're pathetic.
Hey, Ted, stop this.
He's bent! He's taken advantage of his position on the council!
I'll have you for slander! Oh, and you stop!
Hey, Gina, go fetch me, Rowan.
I'll do as I like on my own land!
And you can stop your son pestering my daughter!
Go and hit him. He's willing enough, the little tramp!
How dare you!
This engagement goes out over my dead body!
What engagement?
Come on, girls.
Ow!
Forgotten your key? Oh, hello.
It was a huge success. £250 now.
Oh, thanks. That's splendid. Tell me all about it tomorrow. Good night, Eileen.
Good night.
Now, is either of you gentlemen going to press charges?
Oh, what's the point? You sort of always get the law on their side.
The law concerns itself with keeping the peace. Mr. Conway?
No charges.
Well, if you're letting it drop, I don't want any more trouble out of either of you.
Aye, or you'll both be barred. Last orders, please.
Yeah, come on, everyone. Last orders, please.
Do you have any idea the trouble a report like this will cause?
It was an incident. 3 witnesses. I know the trouble I'll be in for not reporting it.
Alarmist twaddle, that's all it is. Now listen, I can explain away sightings by an idiot like Greengrass or some teenager brought up on Dan Dare, but not when they're vouched for by one of my own officers.
Well, why try and explain it away?
Instructions from headquarters, that's why. I'm responsible for keeping the lid on this, so if the press get too interested... Ventress! It's my head on the block. There's only one way out of this.
Sergeant,
Ah, Ventress. I owe you an apology.
What for?
Well, the other day you had an accident in the patrol car and I was more concerned about a bent bumper than the state of your health. That was very remiss of me. So I've decided to put you on sick leave until you're fit enough for duty.
But I am fit, Sarge.
It's for your own good, Ventress. Just go home. And whatever you do, don't talk to anyone about anything.
Sick leave? I can't go home. What'll I tell the missus?
What, this bloke Maggie knows?
The hypnotist?
Well, if we can get at the truth, we can argue back.
Well, we're not stopping building then?
No! Stuff the local council. We'll get it on appeal.
Dad? About the sheepdog trials?
No! I've told you. You're not ready.
It's the under-21s.
Aye. And remember, that's what you are. You're not marrying the Conway girl. You're both too young to know your own minds.
You can't stop us.
Listen, if it's likely you'll not make a fool of yourself and let down Ty, you can enter the trials. But on one condition. You have to promise you won't go pestering the vicar.
It's a deal. We'll hope to Gretna Green instead.
Little things that you do make me glad I'm in love with you. Little things that you say make me glad.
You sure you want to go through with this, Al?
You stay in the room with me, won't you?
Yeah, well, someone has to take notes.
Well, I might not go under.
Hello, Dr. Evans.
Oh, hello. You come in. Thank you. What's happening now, Alf?
I'm moving into reverse. Oh, this clutch needs seeing to. It's wound up here. Leave the door. What's that?
Can you tell us?
It's a light. It's moving. It can't be. It's settling down.
Relax. You're absolutely safe now. Now concentrate on steady breathing.
I must fetch Nick. I can't move.
Open your eyes. What can you see?
It's a door. It's opening. It's pulling me in. I can't stop the pull. Oh, my face is on fire. Stop!
He's going to have a heart attack.
Stop!
You're absolutely no danger now. I'll bring him out of it. Alf? Can you hear me?
You know, Bill could stop you smoking as well, Alf.
Not just at this minute, thank you. So I'm not going to lose my job on account of what I saw, then?
Why should you? You're not alone. There are more cases of human interaction with the paranormal than people realise.
Try telling that to Blaketon. Why me, eh?
That's what they all say. It's a phenomenon we don't yet understand, but there's nothing to be afraid of. There you are. Evidence of valid experience. And just remember, you are not abnormal.
All right, well, let's get you back on duty, shall we?
Ta.
If he were all right, he'd have let me know where he was. Something's happened to him.
Tried PC Rowan first. He was out. It's not good enough.
What's the problem?
This lady's husband didn't come home last night, Sarge.
Well, get on to it, Bellamy. Check the hospitals. Leave no stone unturned. Now. Don't you worry, madam. We'll move heaven and earth to find him.
Well, finding the car would be a help. I've had to come in a taxi this morning.
There was £250 in that box when I gave it back to you last night.
Oh, heavens, I'm not blaming you. I just wondered if you could throw any light on how it disappeared.
All of it gone? Well, who on earth would steal money raised for charity?
You didn't leave the box unattended in the church last night.
No. Maybe you've had burglars.
You mean at home?
During the night.
I didn't notice anything unusual. But listen, perhaps we needn't bother Constable Rowan just yet.
There may be a perfectly simple explanation.
I'm sure the money will turn up.
I hope you're right.
So, it's quite common, is it, what you experienced?
Apparently, bright lights can stimulate parts of the brain not normally used.
Of which you have more than average, Ventress.
I can stay on duty, then?
Well, unless the powers that be recommend otherwise, I can't stop you. Do you know, Ventress, it's a bonny afternoon, and now we aren't a man short. I could do a follow-up investigation, personally, on Whitby Golf Course.
I thought there was a missing person over on Rowan's patch.
Well, Bellamy's dealing with that. Bellamy!
Oh, no business worries, Sarge. Been to the factory and the shop, and, well, it's all full order books and in profit.
So Councillor Conway's not running away from creditors, then? Did his employees give you any idea what kind of chap he is?
Henpecked.
Councillor Conway's vehicle, all right? What time did he leave?
Soon after last orders.
So he's either on foot or someone gave him a lift.
Well, you don't suppose Ted Halliwell had another go at him?
Well, what time did he leave?
Oh, a few minutes before.
Mustn't jump to conclusions, George. Let me know if you hear anything, all right?
Right.
You're getting to be a very big young lady, aren't you? Oh, little Katie Rowan.
Off you go, then. I'll stay till Nick gets back.
Oh, it's too early yet.
Oh, of course, yes. You mustn't look too eager on your first date.
Maggie, really? Can I ask what you think of Hester Jarvis?
Hester? Typical spinster of this parish, I suppose. She's a private sort of person.
She wouldn't have a delinquent in the family she wants to protect.
No. But she's cousin to Lord Ashfordley. She's a magistrate. Why?
All the church money for famine relief has gone missing.
Lost or stolen?
Stolen, I think. And she doesn't want Nick to investigate.
Oh, tell him. Tell him, or I will. The village put a lot of effort into raising that money.
She lives alone, doesn't she?
Yes.
She was expecting someone last night who has a key.
Oh, and we thought we knew all the local secrets, didn't we, Katie?
Can either of you suggest why I might want to disappear?
No, he wouldn't go of his own accord. You can forget that. He's got too much to lose.
Well, it has been known, Mrs. Conway. That's why we can't put too high a priority on tracking him down yet.
Oh, I see. You'll be sorry when he's found dead then, won't you? Because the police didn't act fast enough.
Don't say that.
Conscience troubling you, is it? Fetch me the spare car keys. I'll have the car back at least.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Conway. It might be needed by forensic. Now, did he take any extra clothes with him?
No. Just what he was wearing. His business suit.
And how about money?
No. I handle the finance. He can't be far away. What about using tracker dogs?
Yes, if we have to.
And when are you going to arrest Ted Halliwell? He's behind it. When she told me about this stupid engagement, I couldn't believe my ears.
Mum, you've no right.
Don't worry, Beryl. I'm sure your dad's safe somewhere.
Your whistles are too long. If you cut them in half, you'll get more commands in.
Now what?
Councillor Conway hasn't been seen since he left the Aidensfield Arms last night.
We heard. Good riddance.
Any idea where he went?
What's she been saying?
I know you've had your problems and it got a bit rough last night.
I get it. I've done the poor blighter in and buried him in concrete, is that what she's saying?
His family are very worried.
She'll say anything to get that extension demolished.
Take no notice of him, his own mouth.
If you ask me, Conway's done a bunk.
And what makes you think that?
With a missus like he's got.
Your shoulders relaxed and your head still. And you don't move your head until after you've hit the ball. Have you got that?
Right.
Right, have another go. You've got a very nice swing, Eileen. Now you stand over here and I'll have a go. Right, Eileen, bring the trolley.
Phil, 12 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks. I'll be there. I never knew they cared.
What's up?
Headquarters have made an appointment for me. Have a medical checkup with Mr. Aylsham Hooker.
An eye specialist, is he?
I know what I saw.
Yeah, Blayton said they wouldn't like the report.
Do you think they're trying to get rid of me? On medical grounds?
Eh? They won't put a copper like you out to grass.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on it. I've been dreading this.
Sheep droppings. Who's allowed sheep onto the course, I wonder? And what is this? I mean, I know it was a severe storm last night, but...
Or else it was a triangular shaped space capsule.
Oh, Eileen. Ah, Miss Jarvis, good afternoon.
Sergeant Blaketon, is this what our tame UFO did? I never knew you played golf, Eileen.
I'm having lessons.
Good idea. By the way, I may have alarmed you unduly this morning. Bit of a mix-up. I banked enough to cover it.
Generous of you.
Not like you, Miss Jarvis, getting mixed up. You've got time for a cup of tea?
Any messages, Jean?
Nope.
Thanks.
Hello, Maggie.
All right.
Yeah, well, no. I think I might have landed out right in it.
With Blaketon?
No, with headquarters. They've ordered a medical check tomorrow.
Must think it's urgent. Do you know who he's seeing?
Yeah, Mr. Aylsham Hooker.
Him? How dare they?
Well, why? Who is he?
Top brass psychiatrist. He's the type to certify Alpha-Sooner's look at it.
So they're that keen to suppress talk of UFOs, eh?
Look, I've got to go. Sorry.
Evening, all.
Hi, Nick.
I'll have a pork pie when you're ready, please, Gina.
Yeah. What do you call this, Claude?
Legal tender.
Well, I don't like the look of it much.
Oh, neither did I. That's why I've given it you.
Well, it'll do. Help settle his slate, seeing he's suddenly flush.
There you go.
Only Hester doesn't want the thief caught, Nick.
No, he did right telling me.
My guess is that she's made up the loss out of her own money to hush it up.
Yeah, well, it'll be all old coins and used notes.
Untraceable. Except one note was covered in ink. I was afraid it might be no good.
What colour ink?
Green. Does it matter?
Is that your lunch already, Ventress?
I might not have an appetite later.
Can I have a word, Sarge?
No. And you can't have your afternoon off, Rowan, unless Councillor Conway's been found.
Yeah, well, I think I can trace where he is.
Well, get on to it then. If you're right, Bellamy can cover Aidensfield for you. Ventress will be back from his medical by then.
Yeah, but it isn't a medical, is it, Sarge? It's not the routine, take your blood pressure and how's the family job. You can't let them do this to him.
Who am I to argue with the powers that be, Rowan?
Well, have you tried? Like saying that you see Alf every day. He's as fit for duty as he ever was.
Now you listen to me. Rumours of an invasion by little green men from outer space, plus MOD experiments, can be very unsettling. And this psychological condition of Ventress's is not your problem, so don't get involved.
I am involved.
All right. Ashfordley District Hospital, 12 o'clock. He's entitled to have a colleague with him.
Bonnie and Clyde were pretty looking people, but I can tell you people they were the devil's children. Bonnie and began their evil doing one lazy afternoon down Savannah way. They robbed a store.
Claude? Ah, Constable.
Well, you in the money this week?
Just enough to buy a few luxuries like bread and milk and biscuits for him.
Wouldn't have come from a certain charity fund, would it?
You know your trouble, you spend too much time with that Blaketon. If you must know, I sold that Mediterranean cruise, didn't I?
Who to?
That is for me to know and you to find out.
Now, don't mess me about, Claude. Was it Councillor Conway?
Yeah, why?
When?
Yesterday, first thing.
Well, thank you. Could have saved me a lot of trouble.
Is there any reward for information received?
They left him lying in a pool of blood and laughed about it all the way home.
Morning, Miss Jarvis. I hear you've lost rather a lot of cash recently.
Oh, there's no need to chase it. I've made it good.
Well, aren't you interested to know where it went?
Actually, a friend borrowed the money thinking it was mine.
Would that be your colleague on the parish council, Mr. Conway?
You'd better come in.
I expect you're looking for me.
Your family are very worried about you.
Greengrass had this Mediterranean cruise, half price. I wanted to surprise Hester.
I thought by the time we got back, the fuss would have died down.
But it'd all be out in the open.
If you'd made the break sooner.
I had to stay with Lily for Beryl's sake. Now she's grown up. Well, it was a right moment.
For you?
You'd have saved a lot of police time if you'd have told your wife your plans.
Oh, don't tell her I'm here.
Well, she'll have to know you're safe. The rest is up to you.
I can't go back to Lily. I'm sorry.
So am I. You might have asked me before you threw caution to the winds.
I'll see myself out.
Please. Hester, it's only being with you that's kept me sane all these years.
I've waited too long.
What am I to do with this holiday?
He's here for a medical checkup, not a psychiatric examination.
And I'm here to determine his fitness for duty, Mr. Rowan. I'll make better progress without your help.
Well, he is fit.
No officer who sees flying saucers can be regarded as fit.
There were two members of the public. They saw what I saw.
They didn't experience the same paranormal images and sensations. I regard it as evidence of mental instability.
Well, Dr. Bill Evans disagrees. We have his report.
You haven't heard my tapes?
It was highly irresponsible of you to make this official. Your superiors are very alarmed.
Well, I'm not alarmed, and I was there.
That is a matter of opinion. You hadn't taken any substance likely to cause hallucination?
No, I hadn't.
Accidentally, perhaps? I'm offering you a way out.
By faking his evidence?
He can persist in his fantasy and embarrass the authorities, or he can be admitted to my wing of this hospital as a voluntary patient for a mere 28 days, and then, if I am satisfied he suffered only a temporary mental breakdown, he can, no doubt, return to his job. Which is it to be?
Don't even think about it, Alf. Not unless you want this on your record.
What will feature on my record is your lack of cooperation.
They can't sack me, can they?
No, I doubt it. Now, let's risk embarrassing the authorities, shall we? Let it be known how they tried to get rid of you, and why.
She can't so walk in the dark. Just a walk in the dark. And if you don't know how to do it, I'm gonna show you how to walk by the
That'll be that Ryan.
Ventress, you wouldn't talk to the press, would you?
I might, if I'm pushed.
Somebody up there doesn't want any more headlines about UFOs.
Well, the pub's open. I'll buy you all a drink. Well, come on, then. Cheers.
So, are we to be told or not?
What?
Well, come on, Sarge. Has Alf still got his job?
Well, I'm happy to say that his ruse has failed.
Hey? What ruse?
Well, your attempt, Ventress, to stay on indefinite sick leave.
But that was you.
Now, it seems that you're to continue to report to Ashfordley Police Station, where I can keep my beady eye on you.
Cheers, Sarge.
Cheers.
You all right, Alf?
Oh, I thought I'd blown it then. They had me down as barmy. I'm better now. Nick. Thanks.
Oh, come off it, mate.
No. I'd be on the dole if it wasn't for your help.
I know something happened. You believe me, then?